What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness across all social media platforms, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. This episode is going to be about why you should not be begging a narcissist or a toxic person to love you. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thank you. Stop begging for a narcissist or a toxic person to love you. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So when I'm talking to people about dealing with narcissists and getting past narcissistic relationships, one of the main things I hear out of their mouths is, I just want them to love me. Why can't they just love me like I love them? So simply put, love is not enough for a narcissist. It just isn't, y'all. You can't make a narcissistic person love you by giving them more love. Because it's not enough. Nothing you do or say will ever be enough for a narcissist, y'all. It just won't. Giving them more love just means they have more things to take for granted. They know you love them. They know you appreciate them, but they're always going to question it and make you try harder, make you want them more, make you pour more time, effort, energy, and love into this person. Most narcissistic people don't think that you will ever leave them. So they're going to automatically take your love for granted because they think it's always going to be there. Like it's just sitting there for them. So they're going to take it for granted. When you beg for a narcissist or a toxic person to love you, you are giving them control and power over you. So welcome back, beautiful people. Like I said again, I hope you enjoyed the TikTok. I know it's a little tough sledding. But yeah, today, y'all see me, I'm in my car right now. I'm actually outside my therapist's office. I have a therapy appointment here in a few minutes. I'm going to do a bit video before therapy, and I'm going to do one after therapy with some revelations and things like that. A little nervous. I've been in therapy, like, my therapist had a baby, so she's been out since like December, so I haven't had a therapy appointment since like November, y'all. So I've been working. But yeah, y'all, back to the topic at hand. Do not beg somebody to love you. You can't do that. I'm just telling you, y'all, that's one of the, it's not demeaning, but it's one of the worst things you can do when you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person or anybody in general. The title is unimportant. If somebody is treating you terribly and all you want to do is love them, like all I do is trying to love this person. Why don't they love me back? You cannot make somebody love you by giving them something that they already don't appreciate. Let me repeat that again. I know I stumbled on my words. You cannot make someone love you by giving them more of something that they already take for granted or don't appreciate. In this circumstance is love. You know what I mean? You cannot make somebody love you by if they take your love for granted. You cannot make somebody love you by giving them more love. You cannot make somebody appreciate you by giving them more love and things like that. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way when you're dealing with people. When you're dealing with toxic people, narcissists, or whomever, you cannot, like, yeah, I understand how the mind works and things like that. And you just want this person to love you. You want this person to tweak and change. And like, if they can just love me, I'll be happy. You know, they don't have to love me all the way, just a little bit of love. And sometimes they'll give you that little bit of love just to keep you from leaving them. You know what I mean? That's where the intermittent reinforcement comes from, the breadcrumbing. Like, they'll give you a little bit of love, not nowhere near to what they used to give you, just to keep you there, just to keep you from leaving them and things like that. So I say again, don't ever beg someone to love you. You don't deserve that, because when you beg them, when you're begging someone to love you, when you're giving them more and more love, and they still take it for granted, they are in control of you. They are in control of you. That person has power over you, because you're trying harder and harder to get them to love you. When the truth is, there's nothing that you can do. Like there's nothing like narcissists. Like, you can't make a narcissist happy, y'all. You just don't have the ability. There's nothing you can do that will ever be enough for a narcissist. You can live them love. You can have kids with them. You can give them the world. Help them get their dream job. You know what I mean? Help them, do whatever. Help them hit some goals and passions that they have, and they still won't appreciate you for it because they want to do it themselves. A lot of people want to take credit for their own journeys and their own struggles and things like that. So if you are in this situation dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, again, you cannot make them love you by giving them more love if they already take it for granted and don't appreciate it. And like, Lee, how do you know they don't appreciate it? They don't show you that they love you back. There's no reciprocation. There's no equitable love here. Like, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist or a toxic person, you do not get out of it what you put in. You're going to put way more time, effort, energy, love, and work into this relationship than you're going to get out of it. You just are. So you have to love yourself more, because a lot of the hole that a lot of people fall into in these toxic relationships is the fact that you love this person so much so that you start loving this person more than you love yourself. You start loving this person so much that you give up so much of your own life. Like you give up your friends, your family, your job, your connections, your health, your happiness, just to try to make this other person happy, just to try to get this other person to love you and show you're trying to prove your love to them when they don't care about the proof. They know you love them. They don't care. They take it for granted. They don't think you'll ever leave. They don't think you will ever leave them. So they take your love for granted. Like if the love is always going to be here, then I don't need to nurture this love. I don't need to nurture this. It's like a cactus. It's like a cactus in the desert. You don't have to water that cactus, right? That cactus is always going to be there. You don't have to water the cactus or anything like that, y'all. And I'm over here in my therapist's office is kind of in the hood, y'all. So y'all got to bear with me. I heard the ambulance going off and things like that. You don't have to water a cactus. The cactus is going to find its own nutrients, right? So you can water a cactus, whatnot, but that's a bad analogy. I finally made a bad analogy, didn't I? Well, it made sense. That makes sense. But you get it though, y'all. That's why I say when you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people or whatnot, love yourself more. People want to know how to break the trauma bond. It starts with loving yourself more. It starts with forgiving yourself or allowing it to go on for this amount of time, because so many people beat themselves up just like, why did I let this go on for so long? You didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, but now you know. You know the trauma bond exists. You know everything. You know all this other stuff exists. You know everything else that is going on in the world and in this relationship in particular. So what are you doing to stop this? What are you going to do? You've given this person a family. You've given this person kids. You've had kids by this person, or they've had kids by you. You know what I mean? So now what are you doing? You're stuck. You feel stuck, but you cannot look. So many people a lot of people in these situations, the narcissist has shared some childhood trauma with you or some kind of terrible situation that they themselves have been through and survived. And you want to love them through that. You want to show them, hey, I'm going to give you the love that you didn't get in your childhood. So I'm going to give you the love, the care and affection that you didn't receive in your childhood. So here you go. Here's all the love, care, and affection that you needed, that you wanted, that you've been asking for. And they take it for granted, because you cannot outlove the trauma that made somebody toxic. You cannot outlove the trauma that made somebody a narcissist. You don't have that power, y'all. And that's not me ragging on you. That's me being truthful to you. That's me being truthful about everything, y'all. I'm just telling you the truth about this. Because no matter how much love you apply to this person, they're going to do them. They're going to take your love for granted, throw it into the trash, because they don't need it. They don't need your love. You're going to pour it into them, and they're going to just take it for granted, y'all. They just are. But anyways, y'all, how much time? I have to hop off here in just a second, y'all. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all, because, as much as y'all learn from me, I learn even more from you. All right, and like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.